Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the Wiper Party leader, and Musalia Mudavadi, the ANC party leader, have no options but to support Raila Odinga for the presidency in 2022. Without doing that, they'll be sent to political oblivion. I'm saying this because supporting Raila Odinga will mean, number one, that Musalia Mudavadi can be easily made the governor for Nairobi. I know it sounds funny, but Musalia Mudavadi, being the governor of Nairobi, will propel him, if he can manage Nairobi well, can propel him to the presidency in 2027. At the same time, supporting Raila Odinga will make Kalonzo Musyoka the Speaker of the National Assembly. Again, it sounds funny, but as a good Speaker of the National Assembly, like Marende did, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can propel himself to the presidency. But without supporting Raila Odinga, their politics will come to an end. As a matter of fact, Kalonzo Musyoka can run, can win the Ukambani votes, he won't be the president. He won't even qualify for political parties funds. Musalia Mudavadi can run for the presidency. He can get the votes in Vihiga, some in Kakamega, can get a few members of parliament, may qualify for political parties funding, but also very difficult for him, which means running will not help him. So in this video today, I want to try and explain to you guys why Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, a man I can easily vote for anytime, any day, and Musalia Mudavadi, a man you will have to take a lot of time to convince me to vote for, must support Raila Odinga in 2022. But before we do that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support. Without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And I want to make an appeal and a request. Please give this particular video a thumbs up, drop your comment, and for those who can, please share it. Now let me get back to the main issue. Is it yesterday or yesterday but one? I opined on this platform that William Samoei Ruto might actually pull a Musalia Mudavadi presidency on Kenyans. That video generated a lot of discussion on this platform. And I know it's something which is being discussed. What about Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka was Raila Odinga's running mate in 2013 and in 2017. Can Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka win the presidency in 2022? That can only happen in a dream. He can't. He can't win. But what are the options? Support Raila Odinga. Let's begin by the consequences of supporting Raila Odinga. Should Kalonzo Musyoka support Raila Odinga, can the UDA penetrate to Kampani region? Is it possible that Kambas are now fatigued by supporting Raila Odinga? So that's the first question. The second question, Musalia Mudavadi supporting Raila Odinga, what are the consequences? That would be a plus for Musalia Mudavadi. He can only negotiate that Raila Odinga allows him to sponsor a candidate in Vihiga, and maybe this time around he's allowed to win Vihiga gubernatorial seat, maybe a few seats here and there in Kakamega. That will be the end of it. Now, let me explain to you guys why Raila Odinga's presidency is going to benefit Kalonzo Musyoka and Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi more than any other person. Number one, Raila Odinga's presidency will offer Musalia Mudavadi and Kalonzo Musyoka a fighting chance in 2027. As we speak today, 2022 general election is already a two-horse race between President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. So between Raila Odinga and the Deputy President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and there's nothing you can do about it. A third force is not going to emerge. One Kenya Lands movement will not succeed in whatever they attempt to do. They are banking on the support of the president. The president is already clear that he's going to stand with Raila Odinga. Considering Raila Odinga's age, it means Raila Odinga's presidency might actually be a Mandela's moment. A Mandela's moment would mean that Raila Odinga will serve only one term. One term, Raila Odinga being 80 plus by that time will mean that he will relax a bit. So these guys can have a fighting chance because already now they have been overwhelmed. Raila Odinga and William Ruto are holding rallies across the country. We are not seeing Mudavadi, we are not seeing Mudavadi, we are not seeing Kalonzo doing that. It means they've been overwhelmed. Those with money, the tycoons, have already taken sides. Kikuyu tycoons are with Raila Odinga. Other interested parties are already with Raila Odinga. William Ruto is running his campaign on his own terms. So it means if Raila Odinga were to win the presidency today, William Ruto is going to suffer most. As a matter of fact, if William Ruto will not win the presidency, it means these guys can destroy him in the next 7 years. He will not be the deputy president. Most people supporting him are supporting him because of his money, because of his power. So if he want to win, just like Bitange and Demo once told us, these guys will run away from him. And I don't think he'll have the energy to spend the way he's spending, because he also understand that without winning 2022, he'll be in trouble. So Raila Odinga's presidency will provide the two gentlemen with a fighting chance. Number two is William Ruto's presidency. If William Ruto were to win the presidency today, because the presidency is now a two-horse race, either Raila winning or Ruto winning. If Ruto were to win the presidency today, that will mean Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi will be in the cold for 10 good years. Now, what do you think will happen to Kalonzo Musyoka and Kalonzo Musyoka and Musalia Mudavadi being in the cold for 10 good years? Because the first thing Ruto will do is to try and destroy future opponents. The future opponent will be Kalonzo, Musalia, and they will be in the cold. After 10 years, what do you think will happen, assuming Ruto takes the presidency today? If Ruto takes the presidency, he will also chart his own political path. Again, new leaders shall have emerged within that 10 years. I want to give you an example of Malala. If Ruto were to win the presidency and Malala wins in Kakamega as the governor, first time he will be a governor, second time Malala will be a governor. His term will come to an end in 2032. When Ruto will be going home, he will also be going home as the governor for Kakamega. Where will Malala go to? The presidency. So Musalia Mudavadi will find a new opponent just right there. So William Ruto's presidency is not going to work in favor of Musalia Mudavadi. That's a fact we can't dispute. Number three, let's say they decide to run for the presidency. Will they win? I'm just asking in good faith. Do you think if Raila is running, Ruto is running, Mudavadi is running, Kalonzo is running, do you think Kalonzo Musyoka can win? Do you think Musalia Mudavadi can win? In my view, they will not win. So if they decide to run alone, they will not win. They will not lose. BBI was providing extra seats so that if you lose as runners-up, you become the official opposition leader. That's not there. So this will mean they will lose, they will be in the cold. Right? And their people will be waiting for them, asking them questions. If Raila wins, if Ruto wins, for them, they'll be out. So it means them running is not going to work in their favor. But that running is good for them, but very bad for them, depending on who wins. So they must figure out that supporting Raila Odinga is the best for them. If you are in doubt, I want you to explain to me how Ruto winning the presidency can work in favor of Mudavadi or Kalonzo Musyoka in 2027. But they can opt to be running mate. Kalonzo can decide to be William Ruto's running mate. And I've always opined that's a good ticket for Ruto. It can be a sure bet. Mudavadi can decide to be William Ruto's running mate. Another sure bet. But it will only end there. We've seen the relationship between President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. Nobody, no serious running mate, no serious politician would wish to be a running mate. Because hata pesa ya chai ya ofisi yako will be a problem. So if they run alone, they will still lose. The fourth scenario is supporting Ruto. If they decide to support Ruto. Just like we go at some end, Mudavadi decides he supports Ruto. Good. He will support Ruto. But it's easy to generate a propaganda that is being bought because of the way William Ruto is spending his money. Yeah? So it's going to be very, very easy for these guys. Very easy for them to term them as project or having been bought. Remember, William Ruto is still fighting that tag that Uhuru Kenyatta bought him with the 2 billion to support him in 2013. And that's why Uhuru Kenyatta is not supporting him again. How will Mudavadi fight that tag after 10 years? So he has the option of supporting Raila Odinga. Number 5 is what I call the Luo factor. The Kikuyu nation has produced the first president of the Republic of Kenya. They produced the third, they produced the fourth president. That is President Uhuru Kenyatta. We are heading to 2022 without a serious presidential candidate from the Kikuyu nation. Raila Odinga has been the face of the Luo since 1997. In 2007, he won, rigged out. 2013 and 2017, we all know what happened. So here's his last bullet. The question is, assuming Raila Odinga contests and he wins, then he agrees to serve as Mandela's moment. Or assuming he contests and is defeated, in 2027, I don't think Raila Odinga would be interested in running again. So the fact is, the Luo vote will be up for grabs. The beneficiaries can be 2 people, Mudavadi and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, based on how they are going to relate with Raila Odinga in 2022. For William Ruto, the Kalonzo will still be there. And if Raila Odinga is not in the picture, he will come and compete with these guys for the Luo votes. But if, for example, Kalonzo Musyoka or even Mudavadi decides to support Raila Odinga up to the presidency and Raila Odinga wins that presidency, it will be a political debt. Though in politics, there's nothing like political debt. So the Luos will be orphans, politically speaking. So they'll try to lean to someone Raila Odinga will leave them in his hands. And that's why I'm repeating that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Mudavadi have no option than to support Raila Odinga in 2022. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day. Bye bye guys. Thank you very much.